J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Missouri State Bears and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri State's offense will get first crack at it here. And now we get our first look at Jamboree Dubar. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Fires to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. In traffic, it's Miller. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Drives inside. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
RPO complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Straight ahead, it's Green. Good, strong tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Mustangs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Yamir Knight had over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Line gets set, first down. Sets his feet, it's Jennings. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. They'll send the back in motion. Second down to the air. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Made a defender miss.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
The Bears peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run it. It's Green. Here's a little room there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bears.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They want to run it left here. Nice move there. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Powers inside. Turning it on. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Oh, he wants it all. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the back. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about this.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Churns into the pile. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over.
He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jennings. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And guys, that one's just on the quarterback. You have to know where the play clock is and get the snap off in time. Back's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. This offense starts deep in a hole. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Looking left. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Ooh. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's caught downfield. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in there.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touch.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff again. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't have. He's going for it all. Brings it down on the right side. Finds some room. He's at the touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rashada Downs going up top. Left side is Smith. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Mustang!
18, red 18, ready up! Set. White 29. White 29. Go. Ready up. Ready. Black 14. Here we go. Black 14. Black 14. Chip. Ready, set, white, opposite. Set, 180, 180 up. Set, blue 30, blue 30. Easy, easy, easy. Red 18! Move! Gotta be patient.
Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program in honor of the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Bears headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Second and long here. Hand off from the shotgun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Turns it on in midfield. Bulldozes his way through. Turns on the Jets. All the way. Touchdown, Utah. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. Snags it over the middle.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
flag wave. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Back to throw. It's flag wave. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Miller. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run the counter. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All over him immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Trying to get started. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Hunt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. At the 45, on his way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Flag wave trying to be heard above the noise. He's going to take off. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Throwing, Lagway. Escapes the pressure going right. He breaks a tackle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Baylor! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Johnson. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Utes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, gonna throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to.
Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Here's Lagway to pass. He's open on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Left side, it's Miller. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the left side. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Plows his way ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Out wide left, it's Smith. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Sometimes people get lost and they don't realize the down and distance. And 3rd and short, most people are playing man covers. They're trying to get some pressure on that wide receiver, not give him a free release. Nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. Know the ball's coming out hot. Go and tackle him, get him on the ground.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Moving out to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And the defense was so close. They had done such a good job up to that point, setting up a 4th down. It looked like they had the QB corralled, but they let him escape. That is going to be a coaching moment for them moving forward.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Stopped right there.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Flagway wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Right side, it's Miller. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, sees an alley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Wants to throw one first. Buys time to his left. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lagway. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires on the move. Misses badly on that one.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing, Lagway. Caught. Nice move to keep running. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Bears want to move quickly. To the air, it's Lagway.
First job for the QB a lot of time.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Lagway to pass. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats. And it's Missouri State looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The give to the back. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to...
Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Turns it upfield. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down to the air. It's complete to the left. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
I don't know, maybe he's mad at the offense, so he's not going to let him play with the football. They're just punting on second down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll go to the counter play. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Flagway wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds a tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Bears are flying down the field. Sets his feet. It's Flagway. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. DJ gonna fire again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Morris. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll be dropped.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll run it. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going for it all. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th.